Okay, so I just wanted to make a short video about how the fact that life is teaching you is completely different to the fact that life has lessons. It's like life might teach you things and you might change and evolve and grow. But that doesn't mean your life, like, there's lessons to learn. Like, just because you're learning doesn't mean there's lessons, you know? Because, like, there's nothing you're really supposed to learn except how to live a better, more enjoyable life, long term, short term, you know? So there's no real lessons, internal, external, live a better life. That's really it. Like, there's no like lessons that you have to learn. And especially, I really don't believe that lessons have to be learned externally. I think that even if you haven't been through hardship or anything, that like you can learn lessons just by thinking about them. And honestly, yeah, you don't have to feel them really in any sort of way as long as you think about them. I think that's adds a layer of protection. And by that I mean, like, you love yourself, nothing is gonna break that kind of vibes. like um like your lesson that you have to learn is to love yourself unconditionally. Your lesson that you have to learn is to not let others hurt you. Like, let them in, but don't, you know, don't miss the red flags, I guess. Um, your lesson is to like enjoy life more however you do. It's like that is like not really, like, I don't believe that is something that has to be learned through hardship. I think you could think, for example, what does it mean to love yourself? You can literally think that. You don't have to feel self hate to think about self love, is what I'm saying. And I feel like a lot of spiritual people are like, oh, this like caused this. And I get that feeling like trauma gave you a good outcome in some way, makes you feel better, and that's great. But like, I feel like a lot of times we need to separate what feels good, spiritual and religion wise, versus what is the actual truth. And no judgment, like, it's okay to just live life feeling good, because that's literally life is about, just living and enjoying or doing whatever, you know. But like, yeah, I just feel like that wasn't really about anything important about this video. But I just feel like really people are like, you have to learn your lessons through hardship, but I don't understand why you have to learn them through hardship when you have a brain that, like, a fully functional brain that works. That we should honestly be more grateful for our brains that work and are fully functional. Like, you really think that we couldn't just like take a journal prompt, or like, I get that, like, you might not be as enticed to heal yourself if you don't have depression or some kind of hardship. I get that you might not be as enticed, but personally, I would still be spiritual. Like, like, whether or not it helps my mental health or physical or anything health, like, I would still be spiritual because I enjoy it. Like, it's not even that like it helps me. It doesn't even like heal, fix anything. Like, it just helps me slowly fix things, you know? Like, it doesn't fix things immediately. It just helps me on the journey, really. So like, yeah, I don't think there's really any lessons that we really have to learn except to not be a bad person. That's a whole different thing. Like, that isn't even personal anymore. That's like, you're a bad person. Like, that people should just be themselves and enjoy their own lives. But okay, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, like, just let people be. But politics are complicated right now, and I'm not gonna be like those normal, like, common spiritual YouTubers that just ignore politics. Like, politics are bad right now, and there's a lot of trans issues, there's a lot of, blah blah blah. Let people be themselves and experience life how they want to experience life. Like, this is literally about literally an experience. We're actually just experiencing like this life. So, like, okay. And also, this is for people who want to talk more politics. I guess you can go off, but how is being trans and getting like trans surgery different than getting plastic surgery? They're like, oh no, you can't like mutilate your body in the genital region. It's like, why is that different? It's like all you think about is like sex, 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 gender. Oh my God. It's like nobody actually cares that much. We're all just trying to exist and be ourselves. Like, it's not that serious what is in other people. Like, literally doesn't even affect the other side. Like, it doesn't affect these people and they're still mad. Like, it actually affects them not at all, and they're still upset about it. But yeah, that's all I have to say is like it's kind of the same, but we're mad because it's has to do with like sex. And it's like, but like that's also a thing that I feel like spiritual people are like, sex is such a big deal. Like, you exchange energy. And I personally believe, I don't know what I believe, because my experience is that sex is just sex. And honestly, I haven't really experienced much energy exchange or any love from that. Like, people are like, they fall in love from sex, but I just don't experience that at all, or anything of the sorts. Like, it's so separate for me, but I think that's just everyone being different. So I think it doesn't really like work like that. But yeah. My point is that the only reason we care about sex in general at all is because of society. And yeah, sex is great and it feels great and all, but like, we could have just as gotten obsessed just as much of over doing it yourself. I don't know how much is going to get me demonetized, but doing it yourself. And I'm still curious as to in what way it's different doing it yourself and doing it with a partner is for guys. Because, like, for me, it's literally the same thing. Like, there's less work, there's less effort, but you're doing all the effort anyway, because I might be one of those people that don't do anything. But I'm also chronic fatigue, so can you blame me for not doing anything during, sorry, but I am. But yeah, what is the difference? Literally, what is the difference? Because it feels the same, doesn't it? Like, what is the feeling that's different? And even then, like, there's toys, there's things, like, so I really don't understand that either. What is the actual difference between doing it yourself and doing it with other people? For me, it's the same, almost better with myself, because I actually know like what I want in that moment, But yeah, I guess that's me. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm actually curious. Like, is it different for guys? Like, why are they all acting like they can't do it themselves? Or it's like the worst thing in the world. It's actually the worst thing in the world for guys to like do it themselves. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Guys do it themselves, but also like we also want straight cis men to like do feminine things, like wear feminine things like makeup or dresses, which when you break it down, a dress is just a different shape of fashion, right? So it's just fashion. So what I really want, what I most want in this world, honestly, what I've been thinking about so much is like trying to like fix my hair so it's out of my face. Is for guys to feel comfortable, cis men, because it's just like all the people that are all the guys that are wearing makeup, all the guys that are doing fashion things, they're like gay or trans, and I feel like we need more like cis straight men, doing feminine things. And I think even that we need to differentiate the meaning between feminine and being a literal female. Like, just because you're doing feminine things doesn't mean you're a female. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the stuff has to do with society, like what does it mean to be feminine versus masculine in general is a complete society thing. I think like there's a difference between being trans and feeling like your body needs to be changed, or being like just feeling like you need to break society bounds. Like, I feel like there should be more of a difference between genitals and expression. Is literally what I'm saying. Is there should be more of a difference. I'm just trying not to get demonetized, but at this point no one's watching me. It's fine. There should be a difference between genitals and expression, like I've seen so many in drag racing, like they tuck. It's like, yeah, that's like, you don't want to talk about it, but they tuck. And it's like, yeah, they're trying to dress like women. They're not trying to express themselves. They're trying to dress like women. And I'm sure a lot of them are trying to express themselves and they just have to do that because to get on that television or whatever. Like, that's fine. I'm not like judging, but I'm just saying, like, trans, like, it's different being trans, being wanting to dress in drag, and just expressing yourself. Like, those are three different things. Three completely different things. Like, yeah, you can want to be drag and want to dress as a woman too. Like, that's a thing too. But also, you might just be straight and cis and want to wear a pattern or a certain color or a certain shape. And shape being dress, pants, certain shapes of like blazer, and shape is literally the shape of the outfit. That's what we mean by the shape of what you're wearing. Like, where's the waistline, where's the like, what is the the shape of what you're wearing. It doesn't have to be dresses. Like, can we at least wear like patterns or different colors as straight cis men? Like, can we at least wear like different colors or patterns? Like, we're so boring. It's like ridiculous. And like makeup and stuff, it's like, honestly, it would be so iconic if a straight cis man just like start wearing makeup and fashion as an expressive like means. And it wasn't like to be a certain way. They're just like, feeling it out. Like, but no, it's never like that. They're like either already in that scene, they're already forced to be in that scene, like they're trans or LGBTQ, they're forced to be in that scene, or like they just, yeah. So there's no like straight cis men that are like just experimenting with makeup and fashion, which I'm so sad about. I feel like that's the next step. And not to like diss any like trans or like LGBTQ that does that, like, because that's the first step. But then, we got to go to the next. You got to move on. Like the next thing is like straight cis people doing it. Like sure, gay and trans people got that down. And I'm like obsessed, but like we still need like the next step is for like straight cis men to wear whatever they want and do whatever makeup that they want. And I'm sure I've spoke about this on this channel. I'm not sure, but that like makeup for me is just like expression, and that I literally just do random colors. I think this is red. I don't know why it looks that way in the camera. Oh, now it looks red. I don't know why it looks that way, but like literally just doing random colors on your face, like patterns, different random symbols. Like you can do it. Anyway, before I run out of space, be you, be yourself, be kind, love yourself. Good luck. Good luck on your journey so much. Wish me luck. Bye. See you if I do, I guess.